All right, so now we shift to the second part of the unit. So somebody was asking me about what's going to be on the test at the end of the month. It'll be polynomials, which we just took a quiz on, but it'll also be radicals. Now, you might not know what a radical is, but somebody actually just asked me about a radical, even if they don't know it, they asked me about a radical.
What's a radical?
Does anybody know what a radical is? Kristen? You know what? What is it? It's just like a word that people say when something's cool?
Yeah.
Blake? All right, so a radical is the name of the symbol. Okay? What you might call it a square root, but the radical, maybe to give you something to compare it to, a parenthesis is a symbol. But what is an operation that a parenthesis can possibly do in algebra? Multiply, sure, right? So the radical is the symbol, but one operation that a radical can do is square root. It is not the only operation that it can do. Yes?
So when we take the test, we still can't use calculators and all that to memorize the
Yeah, and that's not my policy. That's every algebra.
Wait, when is it that we get to start using calculators?
After unit 1.
Ooh.
So how
End of the
many
month.
quizzes and tests do we have? A lot.
How many quizzes and tests do you have? What, the entire semester?
No, like in one unit.
Depends on the unit. This unit, I'm going off the top of my head. I believe there's one more quiz and then one more test.
That's cool.
There's always one test.
So
So I'm not going to be able to get through all of this. The operation that a radical does depends on what number is located in this location here, called the index. Like for Mr. Romero, I've never seen a number there before in my life. I've seen a square root, but I've never seen a number located there. Well, there is. You just don't see it. On a square root, that's I guess the main thing you guys have to worry about. The invisible number that you don't see is a 2. That's why they call it a square root. You just don't see it. And then they call it a square root. On the inside, underneath the radical symbol, you could potentially have a base, and in some cases you might see an exponent. Depends on how numbers are written. So we're going to learn to simplify radicals. What could I probably compare this to most similarly you've seen before? Simplifying fractions. When you have a fraction, what operation are you being asked to do? Divide. That's what a fraction bar means, is divide. But division can't always happen because sometimes if you try to divide in your calculator, what do you get? Syntax error? No, you will never get a syntax error. Well, actually, I take that back. It wouldn't be a syntax error, but you could get an error if you divide by 0. That would be the only time you could get an error. You get a decimal. And sometimes the decimal fills up the screen. The same thing could happen with a radical. Now, there are some differences. If I have a little more time, I'll get into the differences. I'll remind me tomorrow. We'll talk about the difference in the decimals. So just like with a fraction, well, when you get those decimals, what do we do to the fractions? We simplify. We reduce them. That was one of the lessons at the beginning. We do the same thing with radicals. But with radicals, what you need to know are your prime numbers. That's the last part of the slide. You need to know what. So I gave you, there are an infinite amount of prime numbers. These are just some of them. What is a prime number? Go away. Go away. What is a prime number?
Only factors are.
It's a number that can only be divided by 1 in itself. And this is really the only slide that's explanatory for today. So tomorrow, once we get here, we can jump right into examples on how to simplify radicals. So you're definitely going to want to be here because without this, you won't be able to finish your assignment. Yeah, the assignment's there, but you're not going to know how to do it. Yeah. Just make sure you're here tomorrow. Okay, and whenever you're ready, you can start signing out.
Yeah, Lonnie.